Good morning, my fellow human beings. Welcome back to my channel. I am Wild Adam, and you may have watched me on my usual camping videos. This video is going to be a little bit different. It's more just a rambling video where I share my thoughts and feelings on various subjects. But I'm just talking off cuff here. There is no script, essentially. Obviously, I have an idea of what I want to talk about when I do these videos, but I'm not sticking to a specific script. So, this is a beautiful spot in a local sort of nature reserve that I frequent most days, especially during summertime. As I'm sure you're aware, if any of you guys watch my content, my daily short videos is mostly about just getting out into nature, walking, grounding, getting these bare feet on the ground, which is just a massive passion of mine. Why did I start this channel? I started this YouTube channel because I just wanted to share my love and passion of going on little adventures, and my main passion just being out in nature. I fundamentally am a massive advocate for the natural world. I love nature, and I think here in Northern Europe, particularly Britain, we have a lot of natural beauty to be very proud of and to enjoy. I absolutely love trees. Greens and blues are my favourite colours. So the colour of a tree, the colour of the sky, and of course the colour of the ocean. And you might have seen some beautiful ocean views on my last video, which was out towards the Jurassic coast. One of the other reasons why I started this channel is because I think at the moment, particularly in the Western hemisphere of the world, there's a lot of negative press, there's a lot of negativity, there's a lot of bad things happening, and I think in some ways in the West we've sort of lost our way a little bit, and I'm guilty of it. I've lost my way in life, as we all have, and you know, you have to get lost in order to be able to find yourself again. And I just think the culture isn't the best culture that's being promoted by the power structure and the mainstream media at the moment. I really think we need more promotion around just reconnecting with a simpler life. And this is what going out into nature is all about for me. It's just a very simple way to enjoy the world. You know, there's a lot of natural beauty, so visually it's very, you know, aesthetically it's very pleasing. And it's also very good for your mental and your physical health. And again, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this channel, to promote a better lifestyle for myself, and hopefully encourage you guys on YouTube to do the same. And really believe in physical and mental health. As I've got older, I sort of view the world now as almost the core principles and tenets that I live by are, it's like a triangle, and I'm sure many of you have heard of you know, these kind of structural ways of viewing your life. And for me, that triangle consists of emotional, psychological health, so mental health, physical well-being, so your physical fitness, and then of course your career and your bank account. And I really think once you've established a career, or you've established, you know, just a regular income where you're comfortable, you know, you're not too stressed and it doesn't take too much time out of your life, you can then really begin to focus on your mental health and your physical health. And in the past, I was in positions of work where I didn't have time to dedicate as much of my free time to come and do this kind of thing, you know, the hiking, the camping, just even the daily walking. But to be honest with you, I think I'm really guilty of making excuses for myself a lot of the time, you know, like I'm too busy, I've got too much work, I'm too stressed. The whole point of getting out into nature is to de-stress and you know, correct that negative energy and just put you in a better peace of mind. So guys, just get out there, you know, get out into nature, go on little walks, even a little 15-20 minute walk. you know, somewhere where there's plenty of trees and plenty of grass, that will do wonders for your mind. You know, and if your mind is producing more natural sort of cortisol, endorphins and dopamine, you know, dopamine through a good fix, not through an instant gratification fix, doom scrolling, alcohol, porn, you know, all of these things in the West that we probably utilize too much. If you do it this way, you're just going to feel better. You know, it's natural dopamine, it's natural cortisol, and your stress levels are going to come down. And when your stress levels are down, you tend to be more, well, maybe not necessarily like happy, but more at peace, you know, in a more stable frame of mind. So that's why I've made this channel, and that's a little bit about myself and how I view the world. And you know, I really want to keep promoting this stuff on this channel, and I'm hoping to grow this channel and meet other like-minded people. You know, please feel free to comment below, like the videos, please subscribe if this is the content you're into. But again, no pressure. I'm just doing this because I love it. I do it because I care about nature, and I care about, you know, trying to live a healthier, better, more optimal life. And again, I've made, you know, we've all made mistakes. I've made mistakes in my lifestyle habits in the past, but as I'm getting older, I'm getting a lot better at, you know, chasing better choices, making better decisions. You know, there's always fables we can liken it to. You know, there's famous fables. You know, there's two wolves. One's full of hate and self-destruction and self-loathing, and one's full of love and positivity and discipline. Which one do you feed? Well, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? But again, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Peace out.